channel. Joey Donuts here. Exciting news in the NHL lately. The reverse retros are back, baby. Yeah. We just got all 32 revealed to us a day or two ago from when I'm recording this. I haven't reviewed any of them really in depth on my own time. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a ranking video, but everyone else seems to be doing ranking videos. I don't know if mine will just get lost in the shuffle. If you want me to do one, I would be more than happy to. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do one. This video is going to be more like a discussion, compare and contrast, that type of thing. Because I am curious to see how teams fared with this round of reverse retros compared to their first run. Obviously excluding Seattle because they didn't have one. So what I have set up is I got my TV right to the right of me, to your left. And I have, in no particular order, all 32 reverse retros of this new round up, ready to go. And I'm just going to go one by one. And what I'll do is I'll throw up the old one and then the new one for each team. And just kind of see where they went. My thoughts initially. I've seen all 32 in like a group, like all 32 together shot, so I haven't really seen pictures of them up close. On my TV I have them more zoomed in so I can take a little more in-depth look at them, but yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, so let's do this. All right, we're back. So the first reverse retro jersey that I have pulled up on the screen here is the Florida Panthers. As we all remember, they had the amazing first round of reverse retro jersey. Well, the jersey that they went with, that beautiful dark blue with the red shoulders and the jumping panther. Classic. They nailed it. Nailed it on the first run, and it looks like they've nailed it again, but with something a little bit more bold. I really love the look of this. I love that secondary logo. I'm glad to see that on the main crest as a main logo. I never thought they would have done that, and especially with their history in the league. But it looks really good. The powder blue with the red shoulders. They got the FLA on the shoulders for the patch. Yeah, I like everything about this. I don't know what it is about the powder blue, but man. So yeah, I think they've hit 2 home runs on this, I'd say. But that's just my opinion. And next up, we have the Philadelphia Flyers. This one I was a little underwhelmed about. It's hard with the Flyers because their logo never changes. They don't really have that many styles that they've used. Their reverse retro that they went with the previous time, I mean, that was a callback to, what was it, the 90s-ish era of the Flyers. This one looks to be about the same, only it's white instead of the orange or burnt orange that they used. It's alright. I like the black stripe on the bottom. Kind of breaks up the white. If it was all white, that would have been an issue. But the black stripe helps it. The orange cuffs. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just meh for me. But what are you going to do? Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. I am so happy they brought this back, man. Whoa. I've been wanting this jersey for a while. It's nearly impossible to find the original that they used, unless you want to spend close to $1,000, I think. Yeah, I'm good. This is, I'm not going to lie, this is highly ranked. Well, I mean, if I was to buy some reverse retros this round, this is top of my list. It's just, it's hideously ugly and it's hideously lovable. I don't know how to describe it, but just the whole, I know it's all sublimated, but to have the lightning bolts on the sleeves and the waves crashing on the bottom of part of the jersey, the sublimated rain coming down around the logo, I mean, it's epic. The shoulders are a little weird. I don't know. yeah, the gray shoulders that come down and then kind of circle around halfway down your arm there. I don't know. And the numbers up here in that section, that looks kind of different too. Um, yeah, I don't know. I love it though. I must have it. And I should also throw in that the Tampa Bay Lightning's reverse retro that they came out with first, their first run was they brought back the old Tampa Bay logo Lightning that said Tampa Bay Lightning on with the lightning bolt in the middle of it, with the Storm jersey kind of colorization to it without the actual lightning and the waves and all that. It was pretty clean. It was actually one of my favorites that I got. Yeah, Tampa did a great job, and they really hit it out of the park with this one. Next up, we have the Calgary Flames Reverse Retro 2.0. This is what they went with the first round. They had good old Blasty, which I think they knew everybody kind of wanted anyway. This was one of the first ones I grabbed because I knew it was going to sell out fairly quickly, and I think it did. I think you might be able to find it on rare sites, but on their newest reverse retro, they went with, I'm not sure what years this was used. I want to say late 80s, early 90s, maybe. If I'm wrong, correct me. I think that was the era. Maybe 80s. I can't remember. Earlier than that? No, maybe it was 90s. I don't remember. Anyway, it's okay. I personally, I've never liked this logo with the random stripe coming from the bottom of the jersey up into the logo like that. It kind of looks like the logo's on a pedestal, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. I love the colors, though. I like it looks more red. Red, yellow, black, and white, it looks like. I know for a time they were switching in between, like, I don't know, an orangey red, yellow mixture, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, I like it. I guess. It's another one of those meh jerseys for me, but it is what it is. Next up, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs. They did a lot better this time around. Their first reverse retro was a definite miss. I did not like the gray with the blue that they used. The gray, a lot of teams use the gray, and I'm not sure if that really hit with any of them. At least for me, maybe the Hurricanes Whalers one, but yeah, their reverse retro the first time around was not great. This is a lot better. They did a lot better on this one. I like the simple striping. The logo. The logo is really good, actually. I like that. The white with the blue lettering. Simple shoulders. Yeah, actually, the shoulders remind me of the Minnesota Wild's Winter Classic they just had with the red. It looks like a little smaller round patch than the giant one that we're used to. But yeah, it looks simple. A lot of these, I think every single team actually has this, but I forgot to mention. You'll notice that the NHL shield on the collar is the like dark orange. I think they're trying to call back to when they used to have the old NHL shield that was black and orange. I don't like that though. I don't know. They should have just kept this black and silver, but that's just me. Don't pay any attention to me. Next up, we have the Ottawa Senators reverse retro. Again, this is another meh jersey for me. The first time around, they had so they just went back to their old logo, the old new logo. They had the red and the white for the black and the white for their normal jerseys, and then they went with the red for their reverse retro. And it looked a lot like a Santa Claus outfit, as some have said. But with this reverse retro, I don't know. I can see hints of the maybe 90s, late 90s, early 2000s ish Senators jerseys, with the striping down the arms and down the side. I do like the stripe coming from behind the logo down, kind of like a sash, but it doesn't go like all the way up. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. I guess I'd have to see it in full uniform, probably. I don't know if I'm going to be getting this one. I'm not going to be getting a lot of these this time around. I'm going to be very picky. Money's tight, so yeah, you know. Next up, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets reverse retro. And the first one around was actually a red jersey, but with the old CBJ logo on it that had the green stick on it. I liked it. Actually, I really liked it. It's different. I'll give them that. Seeing that logo on a black jersey, I know it harkens back to their very first alternate jersey I think they had when they first came into the league. I think it had a black stripe on the shoulders, and it was kind of like a blue on the main part of the jersey, and this is just kind of reverse of that. I like it. I'm not gonna hate on it too much. I really wish they would bring Stinger back though. Put him on the jersey somewhere. A little fanfare, please. At least for me. Next up, we have the Carolina Hurricanes reverse retro. I don't know if I would go bold. They went bold, or if they just played it safe. They know a lot of the majority of their fans like the Canes word mark that they currently use as their road jersey, and they threw it on a red jersey, but the red jersey harkens back to their original Carolina Hurricanes look, with the pronounced flags on the bottom. It's okay. If I can find this for cheap down the road and it's still available, I might grab it just because I want to have. It'd be cool to have a red and white Canes, kind of matching. But yeah, it's okay. It's another meandering meh jersey for me. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But yeah. And Canes fans, I didn't forget about you. Well, I did, and this is me making up. I forgot to mention their first year of reverse retro. They used the Hartford Whalers throwback, except in a gray and green color variant. I think that was the only gray jersey that worked as far as the reverse retros went. So good on Carolina using the Hartford Whalers logo, but I'm glad that they got away from that and they're starting to go their own way. So kudos, Carolina. Next up, we have the Nashville Predators, and I want this now. I'm so glad they brought back the Meth Tiger. To have the Meth Tiger and the Meth Bear together in the same room here would be epic. The original jersey for this is so hard to find with it in intact condition. I'm definitely going to have to try to get this one once they get released. Yeah, everything about it is just ugly, but it's awesome ugly, you know? The first round of reverse retros the first jersey they released for their reverse retro series was amazing, and I'm glad I got it because that thing was unique with the silver stretchy material shoulders down the arms the entire length, and then there's just a colorized logo. It was like silver and blue. But this is epic. I need this. Next up, we have the Seattle Kraken with their very first jersey other than a home and away. I think this is number 3. I can't remember the source, but I'm pretty sure this jersey harkens back to the Seattle. It wasn't the Metropolitans. It was something men. I can't remember. I'll throw it up on the screen. But yeah, it's different. It's got some squish striping, a lot of striping actually. They're all different sizes. It's kind of throwing me off, to be honest. With the main logo, I would have liked to see a variation. I don't know, not a variation, but I'd like to see the anchor thrown on there more prominently. And have maybe the S on the shoulders just for something different. It seems like a lot of teams just go for that route where they throw the main logo up on the shoulder and the secondary in the middle and call it good. A lot of times it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I think in their case it would. Obviously, they didn't have a reverse retro the first time around. So this will be their first attempt. We'll see how it sells. Would I buy this? Maybe. If I want to go down the route I'm doing with Vegas, and then I have every jersey that they've had come out, I probably will at some point. I'm assuming this is still going to be available down the road, but who knows? It's Seattle. It's still new. We'll see. Next up, we have the Buffalo Sabres bringing back the goat head. That's right. Not once, but twice. So their first reverse retro they came out with was the it's been dubbed the butter knife logo, with the two swords crossed in the middle, with the goat head on the shoulders. Everybody wanted the goat head as the main crest, and they kind of teased it, and they just threw it on the shoulders and said, haha, you got it, but that's not what you wanted. This time around, they listened. Goat head. Goat head is back and prominent on the front, in their current colors, no less, which looks amazing. And I know that they have a third coming out sometime this year, current season, I think, with the updated version of the same goat head logo, but kind of red and white. I think the old colors, but it's more of like a stylized goat head now. I guess I can't describe it, but yeah, it looks cool. This is another one that I really want. To be honest, I love that logo. It's nostalgic for me, as for a lot of people. But yeah, good on them for doing that finally. Next up, we have the Chicago Blackhawks, and all I can say to this is, that's it. That's all you could do. I mean, I know it harkens back to the old days of the Blackhawks, but at least put a logo on it. I'm not a fan of word marks for the most part. Some are okay. This is just, I don't know, it just looks off. The giant red section of the jersey that's up around the neck area, it looks weird. It looks like he's wearing a really short t-shirt that's been cut off at the nipples. That's all I can picture. Or he's wearing some kind of giant red cape like Superman. But yeah, I don't know. This is a hard pass for me. I probably will not buy this. Maybe on sale someday, but I cannot see this being popular. Even with Blackhawk fans, I don't know. Their first reverse retro was actually really good. I like the old logo, but in the I think it had red shoulders with a black, and the old logo in the middle. Oh, it looked really good. I was actually happy to get that. But yeah, this is a hard no for me. Next up, we have the Minnesota Wild, and this is basically a reverse of their last reverse retro, which was Minnesota North Stars colors, except with their logo in the middle, but it was white. And actually, I don't have it hanging up. Never mind. I used to. But yeah, I mean, what more is there to say about it? I like it. I kind of want to buy it just so I have essentially a home and away version of this style of jersey, even though they don't wear this on the regular. That would be cool. But yeah, I've always loved green and yellow as a color combination. Anyway, I know it looks gross to some people, but I don't know. Something about it is intriguing to me. But yeah, this is awesome. Good job, Minnesota. Next up, we have the New Jersey Devils. They went with a retro style that harkens back to the days of the Kansas City Scouts, as well as the Colorado Rockies, because they kind of went through two cities before they finished in New Jersey. And they both wore the same colors, which was the red, yellow, and blue. It looks weird seeing a Devils logo that's not just red and black, right? Or red and green and black. It looks like it has a blue outline around the NJ in the circle. So it's throwing me off. I kind of do like the look of it though. This is something different. The first reverse retro, of course, they went with the Christmas jersey that we all know and love. Well, most of us. That thing's a beauty. It's one of my favorites. Actually, it ranked pretty high, I think, on my last final rankings I did of it. Or at least somewhere in the middle. I don't remember. I'm old. Forgive me. But yeah, this thing, I could see myself buying this down the road at some point if it's still around. I think it might be. I don't know. Hard to tell. But overall, good luck. Next up, we have the Winnipeg Jets throwback. And thank you for bringing back the other logo that they have used in their past. As much as I love the current alternate that they have with the chain stitch logo, with the retro style logo, the Jets logo that they had, they've never used this one, and I could never tell if it was because this logo is the one that they wore before they got moved to Arizona. And if that was the case, did Arizona own the rights to this? And is that why they weren't using it? But I guess this answers my question. No, or they got permission or something, because they brought it back. They brought back. This is the logo I think of when I think of like Teemu Selanne. Like, this is the logo. I'm so glad they brought it back. And just the simple white, dark blue, and the powder blue together, it looks really nice. The current colors of that, this one I can see myself buying off the beaten path. Beaten path. What am I talking about? But yeah, very nice Winnipeg, very nice. And I should probably throw in for Winnipeg that their first reverse retro. I don't think I even mentioned it, so I'll throw it in here now. Their first reverse retro was the chain stitch old retro logo that they use now, except on a gray jersey with dark blue down the sleeves with a white stripe. I liked it, but I don't like it being on a gray jersey. Something about the gray jerseys on these reverse retros that doesn't do much for me. But yeah. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars. When I first saw this in the picture with all 32 of these together, I said, "Ew, why?" But now that I can see it up close, this thing is actually really good looking, and it's far better than the reverse retro they came out with. The white with the white star and the white logo, white sparkly logo, with a little bit of green and black thrown in here. They missed the mark. They had the right idea, but they missed the mark. This thing looks amazing now that I see it up close. I love the green all down the sleeves. The shoulder patch, I think is it the Texas outline with the small D in the center of it? I think. I might be wrong. But the actual logo itself is the Dallas Stars. It's the very first logo they had while in Dallas before they actually changed the logo up. A lot of people see this logo and think, oh, it's the Minnesota North Stars. That's not Dallas. That's wrong. Dallas did use this logo for the very first year when they moved, and before they put the Dallas part in the logo. So, yeah, this thing looks great. Now that I'm looking at it, I've changed my mind. Good job, Dallas. The Pittsburgh Penguins also have listened to the fans, finally. Robo Penguin is back. Yes, Robo Penguin is back. Baby, I've been wanting this jersey for a while. Actually, I think I had the original Robo Penguin, or an original Robo Penguin jersey that I sold to a buddy. And I regretted doing that after. I'm like, oh man, I'm never going to find another one. And here we are. They blessed me with another Robo, but a more updated one. And I cannot wait to get this. This is definitely one I'm going to buy. Especially, I'm assuming these are all prime green, so you know all the logos are going to be like in depth and beveled and stuff. So this is going to be awesome, updated. So the Penguins first reverse retro, they used the white word mark that just said Pittsburgh across the front. It looks good, but Like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of word mark jerseys for the most part, so it was okay for me. But this, they upped their game. They upped their game big time, and for that, I'm appreciative. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Next up, we have the Anaheim Ducks reverse retro that they just released, or revealed, I should say. It's a lot. It's very. I think a lot of people knew that they were going to do this route of it. Um, Having the Mighty Ducks logo, but in the orange alternate colors that they wear instead of the purple or whatever. I mean, it looks good. I'm not going to say it looks bad. Is it pretty predictable? I'd say so. Yeah. Safe, probably. But home run? I'd say yes. I'd say yes. Yeah. Would I buy it? Probably. I mean, I have pretty much all the Ducks jerseys that they've worn in Adidas, so might as well keep that tradition going too, right? But yeah, good job, Anaheim. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that their first reverse retro that they released was the good old Mighty Wing sublimated jersey with the Mighty Wing coming out of the ice with a stick. That was a bold move by Anaheim at the time that they released that, and I think it was a good bold move because it was pretty popular. I think this seems like a little more safer route for the Ducks, but hey, it looks good. All right, we're up to the New York Rangers. Again, playing with the safe route, I think. Can't go wrong with the Lady Liberty jersey, except this time around they went with the current colors that they wear instead of the old one. Their first reverse retro they used was pretty much this jersey minus the lighter blue, and it was the darker blue that they used back in the day, but without the red sleeves. It was just solid blue all the way down. They brought back the red cuffs, which I think they knew people wanted on it, the original one. It looks good. I like the light blue. I like this logo with the current colors on it. But again, I think they played it safe. I'd like to see the Rangers kind of step out of their boundaries and kind of explore some different stuff, but it's original six team. Usually original six teams will stick with what they're known for and what people like, and they don't vary from time to time. But yeah, I like it. And now we have the Detroit Red Wings, which, along with Chicago, they decided a word mark in between striping was a good idea. Yeah, I mean, compared to their first reverse retro, which was the all white with the one gray stripe at the bottom of it jersey, this, at least it looks like they tried this time around. They must have talked with Chicago at some point and said, "Hey, can we copy you? Because that looks really nice." So I don't know. It's okay. I know it harkens back to a time in Detroit, or even before Detroit. Was it Victoriaville or Victor? I don't remember. It was something Cougars. Victoriaville Cougars. Anyway, or Detroit Cougars. Maybe it was before Detroit. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. It's a miss for me. Yeah, probably won't buy this one unless I can find it for like $2. Next up, we have the Washington Capitals reverse retro, and they kept it simple and pretty much on par with what they came out with last time around. They brought back the Screaming Eagle the first time around but it was all in their current colors, so it was red, white, and blue instead of the blue and copper. It looks like they've gone back to the original colors, the black, copper with the blue, but it's essentially the same jersey. So I think they played it safe because they know people wanted it, the original colors. I think there's an outcry for people wanting it to be the original, but I think I was one of them. I still love the red one, and I'm glad I have it. But I think this one is just more nostalgic for me, and I definitely want to get it. I'll just leave it at that. Good job, Washington. It reminds me of Ovechkin's rookie year. That's why I want it. Next up, we have the Vancouver Canucks with Johnny Canuck coming back. That's right. And it looks like they're going to have the numbers. That can't be right. They're going to have the numbers up on the chest area like that? Or is that just... That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, we have Johnny Canuck. Another jersey that I've kind of always wanted to have. I've always liked that logo of Johnny Canuck there. Very lumberjack. It reminds me of Maine. Very, very outdoorsy woodsman. Yes, kind of mentality. But I've always liked that logo. I always wish they used him more. But glad they have it on the reverse retro at least. This is one I might buy if I feel like it. We'll see. The first reverse retro, of course, was the Gradient, but in their current colors. So it was like blue into green, or blue Radiant into green, with the V on the striping on the arms. I think looked really good. That was one of my favorites too. But this looks pretty good. I like the striping on it too. Good job, Vancouver. They did it. They heard our cries. They heard people banging on their windows. And they have supplied us with the Fisherman finally. The Fisherman makes a return to the NHL since... I don't remember what year they wore the Fisherman jerseys, but it was a long time ago. I think Chara wore it when he was close to being a rookie, I think. I don't remember. Late 90s. It is changed around a little bit from their original island, the Fisherman look. But still, this is like a must-have jersey, in my opinion. You gotta own a Fisherman. Just to say that you own a Fisherman. Like, why? Why would you not want the Fisherman? Holy moly, I'm saying Fisherman a lot. Anyway, they did take away the wave striping that the original one had, and they just kind of kept it more simple and streamlined, which, it's okay. I kind of wish they kept the original wave. If they're going to have the wave, at least keep it in the color that they have it on there now. But, yeah, it's still a Fisherman. I'm not going to complain. And, of course, famously, their first reverse retro was the Did You Even Try reverse retro, where they used a darker blue instead of their lighter blue that they had. And that was it. So, yeah, thanks for playing, New York Islanders. But this time around, they nailed it. Nailed it. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for letting us have the Fisherman. And next up, we have the Edmonton Oilers with the famous Cog jersey. This was always one of my favorites, too. This reminds me of growing up as a kid, watching the Oilers and having the, I think it's called the McFarlane jersey. Is that the artist who did that? But this one's a little more stylized. It's got the orange drop in the middle, so the dark blue. I like the striping on it. Yeah, I can't remember what the shoulder patches on there look like. I don't know if it's the guy holding the crank or if it's just a normal Oilers logo. I can't really see it. Yeah, I haven't seen any other pictures of this, so if you do know, let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I like this jersey a lot. It always kind of reminded me of a Halo weapon, the Halo game or something. One of those games. It looks like one of those weapons. I don't know. I'll stop rambling. I like it. Good job, Edmonton. And before I forget, Oilers fans, I forgot to mention about the Oilers reverse retro that they used on the first run. They had the white jersey with the nice orange and blue striping around it, with the I think it was orange shoulders. Oh, it looks so nice. So they did a bang up job of both these rounds. Impressed Oilers. Next up, we have the Arizona Coyotes reverse retro, which is essentially their reverse retro that they used the first time around, except without it being purple and it being the sienna tan color. But everything else on it, I think, is the same. It's okay. It's not as good as the purple one. I mean, I'll admit I like the purple one a lot better than this one. Um, will I get this one? Maybe. Maybe just to say that I have another Space Coyote jersey, but yeah, it's okay. The Boston Bruins, my favorite team, have done it. They've come back with the Pooh Bear, or some people call it the Paddington Bear jersey. I've always loved this logo. I know people don't. I do. I actually have the original one hanging up in my closet next to me, with the yellow. But seeing it in white, it looks so much cleaner in white. It's got the same Bruins on the shoulders. It looks like this is going to be a lot better in Adidas Stowe, and especially in prime green. I'm 100% getting this. There's no doubt. This will probably be the first jersey I buy. In fact, I might pre-order it here in a few days. But yeah, the Pooh Bear. I mean, they knew fans wanted the Pooh Bear. Just do it, and they did it. Good job, Boston. Oh yeah, and the Bruins' first reverse retro. Can't believe I spaced on what the first reverse retro was. Was the awesome all yellow. Was it the 80s, mid 80s, late 80s style B on it? And I think they wore that on the outdoor game that they played in Lake Tahoe. So, and it looked really good then too. I think it was against Philadelphia. But yeah, I love their first reverse retro. I have Marchand on mine. But this one, yeah. I don't know who I'm going to get on this one. I don't know if I want to have it blank or have someone on it. We'll see. Next up, we have the Vegas Golden Knights reverse retro. This actually looks pretty good, and I'm saying that as a person that does not like word mark jerseys. Those letters are massive. It looks good, and I kind of want it. I have every Vegas jersey up to this point, and I feel like I just need to get this because to keep the streak going. But this thing looks actually pretty good. And I like the stylized numbers that they used on the sides and the back too. Those look really nice. I'd love to get this jersey with a name and number on it. Yeah, their first reverse retro that they came out with was the red, mainly red jersey with the cross swords as the main crest and the Vegas normal logo on the shoulders. It was pretty predictable what they were going to do, but it looked really good. I liked it. It wasn't one of my favorites, but by any stretch, but it was okay. But this, yeah, I'm digging this. I like this a lot. So good on you, Vegas. The St. Louis Blues. What is that? Honest question. What is that? I think it was a. I don't think that they even used this logo. I think it was a prototype at some point, and it was X-Nade, and they never ended up using it until now. But this jersey is something else. I will give it that. I do like the the yellow and blue mixtures there. The striping is cool. That logo is different. That's all I gotta say. It's different. Yeah. I mean, it's bold. It's very, very bold. Their first reverse retro that they came out, the first reverse retro that they came out with was the mainly red style with the old St. Louis Blues logo that said St. Louis in the top of the note, which was actually a reverse of their alternate that they had been wearing, where it was blue with the red and the yellow striping. So I had to buy that one just so I had both of them. This one is just so far out there as far as the Blues jersey history goes that I kind of want it, to be honest. It's got a Winter Classic vibe too to it. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about this. It's weird, but I like it, type of thing. I don't know, but yeah. Hey, we'll see how it sells. Next up, we have the Colorado Avalanche, the defending Stanley Cup champions, with their new reverse retro, which harkens back to the Colorado Rockies era when there was a team in Colorado before the Avalanche, obviously. And they had, like I said earlier, with the Devils and the Kansas City Scouts, they all they use the red, yellow, and blue colors, which are very unique. I don't know of any other teams that use those color combinations. Um, but yeah, this they went with the old style colors scheme, but they have the Colorado State flag C as the main crest, and they also have a little thrown in there for Avs fans the mountain ranges going around the bottom of the jersey. Um, so that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that touch. I don't remember what's on the shoulder. I don't know if actually. I don't think I've seen the shoulder patches yet. If there are any, it looks like there might be something there. I don't know if it's the state flag or if it's another C or what it is, but or maybe it's just the Avalanche logo. I don't know. But yeah, it's different. I like it. I might get it. We'll see. But yeah, as far as the first reverse retro goes, they had the Quebec Nordiques throwback, except in the Avs colors, current Avs colors. So of course I had to buy that. I've never owned a Nordiques jersey, so that's as close as I'm gonna get to owning one. So, but yeah, it was cool. They knew a lot of fans, especially the people back that live back in Quebec. Well, I don't know if they would want it necessarily. I guess I shouldn't say that. Maybe that kind of pissed them off. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it was a fire jersey, and yeah, I'm glad I have it in my collection. But yeah, as far as this one goes, I could see myself owning this one. I really could. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Kings reverse retro. They went with the Lakers colors again, only this time in a white uniform. And they went with the old crown from the I don't remember what era Kings it was. Was it the 70s or 80s Kings that had this crown? Yeah, I like it. I actually prefer the Chevron logo over this one, to be completely honest. If it was the Chevron logo with this, that would have been a definite home run for me. But then again, this isn't bad at either. It's really nice. I like the purple and yellow, obviously, and the striping is pretty simple. This is going to look good on the ice with the entire uniform. I can already tell already. And of course, their first reverse retro that they came out with was the solid purple with the yellow, with the Chevron logo in it. It had to have been number one for a ton of people when they first came out, and even now, like it's still ranked, if not the highest, probably like top five of the reverse retros that everybody came out with. So, LA does no wrong when it comes to retro looks. That's for sure. I definitely want to get this one. Next up, we have the Montreal Canadiens. This one actually threw me for a loop. I had no idea what they were going with. And come to find out, I think it harkens back to the Montreal Expo days, back when there's a team up there for baseball. But yeah, the whole Montreal logo on a powder blue jersey like that with a dark blue stripe, that threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that can't be real, is it? No. Oh, it's real. It's real, all right. Um, it's very similar to the. Well, I shouldn't say similar. It's got the same striping as their other reverse retro, which they had come out with the solid blue with the red stripe in the middle. Montreal logo with the blue. Now, as a Bruins fan, objectively, that Montreal logo on a blue jersey looked fire. I love that look. This one, I'm gonna have to get used to seeing the red with the powder blue. But I think it could work. I really do, and it'll be interesting to see what uniforms these guys wear while they're wearing this jersey. Are they gonna have powder blue pants, powder blue helmets, socks? It's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look really crazy. But yeah, I can't hate on it. I can't hate on it. It's just unique enough that I love it. We'll see how it. We'll see when it comes out. Maybe I'll buy it. And last but not least, the San Jose Sharks reverse retro that they've come out with is the California Seals retro look, except without it saying Seals, it says Sharks. Go figure. It's a very it's they could have done more with this. Honestly, I think it's white. Yeah, I like the colors though. Don't get me wrong, the colors are pretty cool on it. It'll be interesting to see what the uniforms like this look like. It's probably gonna be mostly white, unless they throw some more teal in there for me. I'm all about the teal life. But yeah, the Sharks' first reverse retro was another one that was kind of, they almost hit it out of the park. They had the old retro Sharks logo on it, which was amazing, but they also threw it on a gray jersey with complementing piping, or not piping, but colors down the sleeves and stuff. But the main color is gray. I don't think it really works. Again, with all the jerseys that came out with gray, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, this looks it looks okay. Maybe I'll buy it. Maybe. We'll see. And there we have it. There's all 32 new reverse retros. What do you guys think? Which ones are your favorite? Which ones are your least favorite? Which ones are you going to buy? And which ones are you not going to touch with a 10-foot pole? Yeah. Well, I have a few of those too. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was fun looking at these. A lot of these look good. A good chunk of those were like, I guess, and then some of them were just flat out misses. I'd say probably Detroit is 0 for 2 when it comes to reverse retros coming out. Yeah, sorry Detroit. Stick with what works. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, can't wait. NHL season's underway. It's a good time to be alive. What can I say? Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.